Today we're diving into the engineering marvel right in your head, your eyes. The human eye is more powerful than any camera, more advanced than any AI lens. But what if I told you it also tricks your brain and hides secrets you'd never expect? Here are 10 crazy facts about your eyes that will change the way you see everything. Let's get into it. Fact 1. Prepare to have your perception of reality slightly altered. When light enters your eye, it embarks on a fascinating journey through your visual system. The lens, acting like a sophisticated optical instrument, flips the image upside down, projecting it onto your retina. This crucial step is how your eye focuses the incoming light. So, everything you see is technically inverted, a topsy-turvy representation of the world around you. But don't worry, your brain, the ultimate image processor, flips it back without you even noticing. It's a seamless correction that happens in milliseconds. The curved lens in your eye bends light, a process called refraction, which is essential for focusing the image. This inverting action is similar to how a pinhole camera works, projecting an upside-down image onto the back wall. Every visual input, every scene you witness, starts as an upside-down reality projected onto your retina. So why don't you notice this constant inversion? Why aren't we all walking around seeing the world flip? Because your brain instantly corrects it, flipping the image right side up, providing you with a stable and accurate perception of your surroundings. This isn't a learned skill acquired over time, it's a pre-programmed function, built in from birth, ready to go from day one. Scientists, in their quest to understand the brain's adaptability, have even conducted experiments using special goggles that invert vision. Remarkably, after a few days of wearing these inverting goggles, the brain adapts and learns to flip the world back to its correct orientation. But here's where it gets even more interesting. When the goggles come off, the world appears upside down again, at least temporarily. This disorientation persists until the brain readjusts once more, re-establishing the correct visual perspective. Your brain is truly a master at adapting and editing your perception, constantly working to provide you with a coherent and understandable view of the world. So next time you look around and take in the scenery, remember this incredible feat of neural processing. Your brain is constantly flipping your world, seamlessly correcting the inverted image and presenting you with a stable and accurate view. What you see is not a raw, unfiltered representation of reality, but rather a highly processed and refined version, carefully constructed by your brain. Pretty wild, right? It's a testament to the incredible power and adaptability of the human brain. Fact 2. Prepare to have your perception challenged. Each eye, working tirelessly to bring the world into focus, has a blind spot. Yes, you heard that right. A region of your visual field where you simply cannot see. This blind spot is located where the optic nerve, the superhighway of visual information, leaves the retina to transmit signals to your brain. At this specific point, there are no photoreceptor cells, no rods or cones to detect incoming light. So, no light is detected there. It's a literal hole in your vision. But here's the kicker. You never see a black hole, a dark void in your field of view. Why? Because your brain, that incredible organ, fills it in with a guess. It actively constructs a reality for you. So there's a tiny patch in your vision, a small area of non-seeing where you're completely blind, utterly without visual input, but you never notice. You go about your day, completely unaware of this constant subtle deception. This blind spot exists, a quirk of our anatomy, simply because the optic nerve, in its journey to the brain, passes through the retina itself, and where it passes through, there are no photoreceptors there. It's a structural limitation with a fascinating workaround. So why don't you see missing patches, these little holes in your perception? Your brain fills in the gaps, seamlessly blending the surrounding information. It accomplishes this feat using information from the other eye, creating a composite image. It also leverages the surrounding area, the context of your visual field, to make an educated guess. It's like a photo editor, a sophisticated piece of software running in your skull, using the clone stamp tool to erase imperfections and create a flawless final product. Your brain is so good at this, so efficient at filling in the blanks, you almost never notice this constant act of visual reconstruction. That is, unless you specifically look for it, unless you perform a simple test to reveal the hidden gap. What you see, what you perceive as reality, isn't a perfect representation of the world. Instead, it's a constructed, seamless image, a carefully crafted illusion. Your brain prioritizes a smooth, continuous view, free from distractions and inconsistencies. It values this seamlessness over pixel-perfect accuracy, over a true and unfiltered representation of reality. So, you're walking around with built-in visual gaps, inherent limitations in your perception, and your brain just paints in the missing pieces, creating a cohesive, albeit slightly fabricated reality. It's a powerful reminder, a fundamental truth about how we experience the world. That perception is more about interpretation, about the brain's active role in shaping our reality than raw data, than the simple transmission of information from our senses. Mind blown yet? The world isn't quite what it seems, is it? Fact number 3, a fascinating insight into how our eyes and brain work together to create the visual world we experience. Only a tiny, incredibly small part of your retina, the fovea, is responsible for capturing the world in all its detailed glory. It's a specialized area, densely packed with photoreceptor cells, designed for high-acuity vision. This is the part of your eye that sees in full, glorious detail, allowing you to read, recognize faces, and appreciate the intricate beauty of the world around you. And when we say tiny, we mean it. It's less than the width of a grain of rice, a truly minuscule area with an outsized impact. But despite its small size, it's responsible for all your sharp, detailed vision, the kind you rely on for everything from threading a needle to navigating a busy street. So, what about the rest of your vision, the vast expanse beyond that tiny foveal sweet spot? Well, it's blurry, low-res, a far cry from the high-definition experience you get from your fovea. It's more about sensing movement and general shapes than discerning fine details. And here's where the magic happens. Your brain steps in and fills in the gaps, constructing a complete and seemingly detailed picture of the world. When you read a book or focus intently on a face, trying to capture every nuance of expression, you're relying almost entirely on your fovea, directing its power to the task at hand. Your peripheral vision, in contrast, is more like an impressionist painting, a wash of colors and shapes, good for detecting motion, alerting you to potential dangers or opportunities, but not so great for discerning fine detail. Your brain cleverly stitches together the high-res information gathered from the fovea, with the low-res peripheral data, creating a cohesive and seemingly complete visual experience. This happens constantly, as your eyes dart around exploring the world in a series of rapid movements called saccades. That's why the world seems sharp and in focus everywhere you look. Even though, in reality, only a tiny spot, the area your fovea is currently focused on is truly in sharp focus at any given moment. It's also why you can't effectively read a book out of the corner of your eye. You have to consciously move your gaze, directing your fovea to each word in order to decipher it. In essence, your brain acts as an incredible editor, constantly processing and refining the visual information it receives. It's creating a seamless, high-definition experience from surprisingly limited input, a testament to the power and adaptability of the human visual system. It's efficiently focusing its resources, directing the full power of your visual processing capabilities right where you're looking, ensuring that you perceive the world with clarity and detail in the areas that matter most. Fact 4. Even when you think you're staring still, your eyes are making tiny movements called microsaccades, up to 100 per second. Without them, your vision would actually fade. These tiny movements keep your photoreceptors from adapting and tuning out unchanging images. If your eyes stayed perfectly still, the world would start to disappear from view. Microsaccades are involuntary and happen even when you try to hold your gaze steady. Your brain filters out the jitter, giving you a stable view. Your eyes are active, dynamic systems constantly working to keep your vision sharp. It's a hidden high-speed dance happening every second. Fact 5. Under perfect dark sky conditions, the human eye can detect a single candle flame from 30 miles away. That's almost like seeing a matchstick from another city. Your pupils dilate, and rod cells in your retina reach peak sensitivity in darkness. It only takes a handful of photons hitting your rods to trigger a visual signal. This sensitivity is a survival mechanism, honed over millennia. Your eyes are like biological telescopes, ready to catch the faintest light. The universe is full of light, and your eyes are exquisitely designed to catch it. Fact 6. Your eye adjusts focus instantly from your hand to the moon using tiny muscles in the lens. This ability, called accommodation, is far faster and more precise than any camera autofocus. The ciliary muscle changes the shape of your lens in milliseconds, snapping your vision into focus. You can shift from something up close to something far away seamlessly. Modern cameras still struggle to match this speed and accuracy. As you age, the lens stiffens, which is why reading glasses become common. But for most of your life, your autofocus system is the envy of engineers. It's smooth and silent, and incredibly effective. Your eyes know exactly what you want to see and adjust instantly. Biological engineering at its finest. Fact 7. Because light takes time to reach your eye and be processed, your brain is actually predicting the future to keep up. You're not seeing reality in real time, you're seeing a brain-edited version just milliseconds ahead. There's a small delay, about 1/10 of a second, between light hitting your eye and your brain processing it. To compensate, your brain predicts where objects will be and presents that as now. This predictive processing lets you interact smoothly with a fast-moving world. When you catch a ball, you're seeing where your brain expects it to be, not where it was. Your brain is constantly running a simulation, updating it with new sensory data. Your conscious experience is a highly edited predictive model. It's not a direct recording of reality. It's a best guess milliseconds ahead. Mind blown. Fact 8. Your eyes can become 100,000 times more sensitive in the dark, a process called dark adaptation. It takes about 20-30 minutes to fully switch. Pupils dilate, but the real magic is in your retina's rod cells, which regenerate a pigment called rhodopsin. As rhodopsin builds up, your sensitivity to light skyrockets. After half an hour you can see in near total darkness. This dynamic range far exceeds most cameras. Pirates supposedly wore eye patches to keep one eye adapted to darkness for quick transitions below deck. Whether true or not, it shows how remarkable dark adaptation is. Your eyes are like built-in night vision goggles, adaptation at its finest. Fact 9. If the human eye were a camera, it would be about 576 megapixels, far beyond any consumer camera. This number comes from the density of photoreceptors and the brain's ability to stitch together rapid eye movements. Your eyes also have incredible dynamic range, seeing details in both bright and dark areas at once. Cameras struggle with this, but your eyes handle it with ease. Autofocus, self-cleaning, and real-time processing. Your eyes do it all. No camera can match the continuous, high-res, wide dynamic range stream your eyes provide. It's a living, breathing optical marvel. Appreciate the advanced tech you carry every day. Fact 10. Your iris pattern is so unique it's used in biometric security, and it's more unique than your fingerprint. Even identical twins have different iris textures. The iris is a muscle with intricate patterns formed by genetics and random development. Iris recognition is a powerful biometric tool, more stable and protected than fingerprints. The chance of two irises being identical is astronomically small. Iris scanning is now used in border control, secure facilities, and even smartphones. Your irises are not just beautiful, they're intricate, data-rich identifiers. Your eyes are truly one of a kind. From seeing upside down to having built-in blind spots, your eyes are more than just windows to the world. They're living super cameras, predicting the future, adapting to light, and carrying patterns more unique than fingerprints. Which fact blew your mind? Drop it in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Stay curious, and keep your eyes open for the next mystery.